Forever peaceful, the bonds of past and present lives. Chapter 1 Mistaken Marriage Yong'an. The midsummer breeze blows, and the streets of the Jiangnan water towns are still bustling. Shen Kailan, who was 16 years old, was wearing a plain and elegant long skirt with an embroidered shawl on her shoulders, and just when she arrived at the door of the house, her mother, Mrs. Shen, hurriedly greeted her, looking a little anxious. Kailan, do you know that the person to marry today is not Ji Yuchen, the son of the Ji family? Mrs. Shen said, her eyes solemn. Mother, of course I know. Shen Kailan nodded lightly, but secretly calculated in her heart, marrying into the Ji family, it should not be difficult to get along with Yuchen. However, fate tricked people. On the way to get married, the post station mistakenly made a mistake for the 2 wedding cards, and Shen Kailan was actually sent to Yong Anbo's mansion and became the wife of Xiao Jingchen, the son of Yong Anbo. Xiao Jingchen, the only son of Yong Anbofu, is cold and deep, calm and arrogant. Seeing the girl appearing outside the door, he frowned slightly. Are you? I'm Shen Kailan, and I married to the mansion by mistake because of a misunderstanding. Kailan replied calmly, with no fear in her eyes. In that case, she became my wife. Xiao Jingchen said lightly. Now that the boat is ready, Kailan decides to start a new life with her son with a try-and-see attitude. Chapter 2 The first encounter in twilight, the heart is rippling. Life in Yong'an was far more severe than she had imagined. The people in the house treated each other coldly, and Xiao Jingchen's coldness made her unable to approach. However, in the process of getting along day after day, Xiao Jingchen's defense line gradually cracked. One evening, Kailan was walking in the back garden and met Xiao Jingchen by chance. You shouldn't be here. He whispered, his eyes softening. Why not? Kailan looked up at him, and an inexplicable warmth welled up in her heart. There's too much of an unknown past here. Xiao Jingchen stared into the distance, and there was endless sadness hidden between his eyebrows. That night, Kailan dreamed of a strange man dancing hand in hand with her, and an intermittent murmur sounded in her ears, the covenant of the past life, this life is not over. When she woke up, she couldn't help but wonder in her heart, is this related to Xiao Jingchen? Chapter 3 Fog, the conspiracy of the past life. As the two get along deeper, Cai Lan accidentally discovers that Xiao Jingchen has a family secret. The successive generations of the Yong'an mansion have been hunted down and killed by a mysterious force, and they are all implicated in their past and present lives. Xiao Jingchen suspected that his marriage in this life was a game set by the enemy in his previous life. Zuran decides to help him find out the truth. She secretly flipped through the ancient books in the mansion and found a dusty past. In her previous life, Xiao Jingchen and a woman agreed to spend this life together, but they were separated by the design of the traitor, and they both died in the end. The woman. Is it me? Kailan asked herself, frightened and expectant. At this moment, Ji Yuchen, the son of the Ji family, also entered the Yong'an mansion, ostensibly a friendly visit, but in fact, he was secretly scheming, and it seemed to be inextricably linked to the grievances of this past and present life. Chapter 4 Sudden Change, Betrayal and Redemption. Ji Yuchen is gentle and elegant on the surface, but secretly contacts the enemies of Yong'an mansion, intending to sow discord and seize the power of Yong'an mansion. During a night banquet, Ji Yuchen set up a trap to frame Xiao Jingchen, causing him to be falsely accused of treason. Kailan took the risk to reveal the truth, but was imprisoned. Xiao Jingchen risked his life to save his wife, and the two talked to each other in the dark. You and I in our previous lives have never forgotten each other. Xiao Jingchen shook Kailan's hand tightly, tears gleaming in his eyes. In this life, I am willing to go through all the ups and downs with you to make up for the regrets of my previous life. Kailan replied. Chapter 5 Breaking the Mirror and Reuniting to Build the Future Together. With the assistance of loyal guards and several friends, Xiao Jingchen and Cai Lan uncovered Ji Yuchen's conspiracy. Ji Yuchen was expelled from the mansion, and the Yong'an mansion returned to calm. The two decided to go to the valley together to worship the promise of the previous life and make a new vow. In our past and present lives, our hearts are bound together. Xiao Jingchen whispered. I only wish that there are no regrets in this life, and we will spend every moment together. Zuran responded. The sunset sprinkled with golden light, and the figures of the two slowly merged in the valley, as if heaven and earth were witnessing this love across time and space. Chapter 6, Banquet Storm, Undercurrents Surge. Yong'an Bafu regained peace, and the relationship between Xiao Jingchen and Shen Kailan gradually improved, but Ji Yuchen was unwilling and quietly plotted revenge. He secretly contacted a mysterious black-clothed assassin in Jiangnan, Lang Kaius, intending to provoke the dispute in Yong'anbo Mansion again. A few days later, a grand banquet was held in Yong'an Bafu, inviting wealthy and powerful people from all walks of life in the south of the Yangtze River. During the banquet, Cai Lan was dressed in a lilac silk skirt, graceful and dignified, like a quiet orchid in the smoke and rain in the south of the Yangtze River. The banquet was in full swing when Lang Kaius suddenly sneaked in and attempted to assassinate Xiao Jingchen. In a hurry, Kailan bravely blocked it and suffered some minor injuries. The guests exclaimed. Xiao Jingchen immediately protected his wife in his arms, and Lang Kaius quickly fled. This incident made the situation in the mansion tense again, and Xiao Jingchen decided to strictly investigate the secret forces, and at the same time cherish the hard-won emotion in front of him even more. Chapter 7 The spiritual contract is revealed, and love and hate are intertwined. After Kailan was injured, Xiao Jingchen stayed in front of the bed, and the two talked about the past at night. Cai Lan elaborated that the mysterious man in the dream was strikingly similar to Xiao Jingchen's appearance in his previous life. Just as the two were immersed in emotional exchange, a light suddenly appeared in Cai Lan's hand, and an ancient jade pendant left behind by the woman in her dream actually trembled in her hand. It's a spiritual contract. A strange light flashed in Xiao Jingchen's eyes, it represents the bond of the previous life. The spiritual contract was opened, and the two witnessed a fragment of their past lives. It turned out that the two had been a loving couple in their previous lives, but they were broken up by the traitor's scheme. Ji Yuchen's previous life was the sinister conspirator at that time. The two had an epiphany that in this life, they must not only protect each other, but also cut off the grievances of their previous lives in order to be truly free. Chapter 8 Conspiracy emerges. On the eve of parting, Ji Yuchen learned of the existence of the spirit contract and pursued frantically, vowing to regain the power that belonged to him. Yong'an Bafu is facing a crisis again. Lang Kaius appeared in the mansion and offered to help Xiao Jingchen defeat Ji Yuchen, but the motive behind it is difficult to understand. During an assassination attempt, Kailan was taken captive. Xiao Jingchen and Lang Kaius tracked it down, but found that Lang Kaius was actually a double agent sent by Ji Yuchen. Faced with betrayal, Xiao Jingchen was in unspeakable pain, but he did not give up on saving his wife. The two launched a life and death rescue in the dark. Chapter 9 Life and Death Salvation, The Truth Revealed. After a fierce fight, Xiao Jingchen finally rescued Kailan. Lang Kaius was killed in the battle, and before his death, he revealed, Ji Yuchen's real goal is the 1,000-year-old strange book hidden in the Yong'anbo Mansion, which can change the entire Jiangnan power map. Xiao Jingchen and Cai Lan worked together to find the whereabouts of the strange book, and finally uncover the dusty secret in the secret room in the mansion. The Book of Wonders records ways to break the curse of the family, which is the root cause of the tragedy of the two in their previous lives. Chapter 10 Unravel the curse and build the future together. After going through numerous tests, the two finally broke the curse, and the Yong'an Earl's mansion ushered in a new era. Ji Yuchen was expelled from Jiangnan, and the Yong'an Earl's mansion returned to peace and prosperity. Xiao Jingchen and Kailan made a vow hand in hand, no matter the wind and rain in the future, they will tide over difficulties together, make up for the regrets of their previous lives, and create a happy legend that belongs to them. As the sun set, the two walked in the courtyard, and Kailan snuggled in Xiao Jingchen's arms, feeling the love that spanned thousands of years. Kailan, having you by your side in this life is my greatest luck. Xiao Jingchen said affectionately. Jingchen, may we never be separated. Zuran smiled in response.